I want to talk to you today about a form of blackmail called sextortion. And I want to talk about it because we're seeing more of it. We're seeing it in younger people. We're also seeing it in people who are in their 40s. Maybe they've been recently divorced. They haven't dated a lot. They turn to online dating. And basically what happens is they get seduced, they get sucked in. So what is sextortion exactly? Sextortion is when someone threatens to share intimate details, sexual images, or videos you gave them to the world. In other words, they threaten you that if you don't do what they want, that they're going to reveal you. They're going to show other people what you shared with them. Sometimes you trusted them enough to share it willingly. Other times they have groomed you and messed with your mind so much that you do begin to trust them, and then you consent to it. They may ask you for videos, they may ask you for pictures. It's always going to be something you do that is intimate, that could humiliate you or make you feel embarrassed if others found out. So right away, I'm going to caution you about that. The way this form of abuse works, and I'm calling it abuse because it is, because the person blackmailing you knows up front that that's what they want to do. And many times it's a whole criminal ring, and that's why it's so important that you don't just dismiss this or you don't hide from it. The whole idea of the abuser is you're going to feel ashamed and you're not going to want to talk about it. You're not going to want to admit it because you're going to feel humiliated, embarrassed, stupid. None of those things are true. These people are good. Blackmailers are slick. They know what they're doing. They know how to groom children. In fact, the highest population with Homeland Security reporting said that it was 14 to 17-year-olds. But we know it happens to a lot of older people too. We've seen catfishing documentaries and everything else. So we are well aware that this happens not only to children, but to everyone. So I think it's important, first of all, that we talk about how to spot them, okay? They use tactics to appear very friendly to you through words, GIFs, or compliments. They record video chats or messages during your chats. They have multiple online profiles they use to contact you. And that's really important. When you see someone doing that, that person is being dishonest, because if they can't use one consistent handle, it usually means there's something they're hiding. And I would use that for all my online messaging and everything else. I would use that rule in my mind. I would keep that safe in my mind. So when I spotted that, I would have an idea, this is a person I'm going to stay away from, or at least be very careful. They pretend to be younger in age or a different gender when they first start. They start out by asking you for something small, something harmless, like a regular photo of yourself. Or if they find out you have dogs, send me a picture of your dog. And then they'll say, send me a picture of you and your dog. And most people who have pets that they love sharing those pets' pictures. Don't be fooled. If they're asking for something small and you can willingly give it, that's fine, but just know that it could be something more. So put your alert on that it could turn into something. Don't just be bliss about it or totally blind to who and what these people will do. They offer you gaming credit or virtual money or something you want. For a younger person or someone who's really into gaming credits are a big deal. That's a big reward. For an older person, it might be, let me buy you some new makeup, or let me buy you a new handbag, or you want to go to the massage, let me buy you a massage. If they, depending on how much money they've already extorted from others, they may treat you super well. Let me buy you a fancy meal. It can go on and on. They ask you for passwords, usernames. They're really trying to hack into them. They want to get more of you. They want to get more pictures, more areas you'd be vulnerable in, more identities. They threaten to hurt or kill themselves if you don't cooperate. And Sometimes if they have more of a narcissistic personality disorder or something more on the grandiose scheme, they'll often say, if you don't give this to me, I'm going to hurt someone in your family. And at that point, it's important that you know they could do that, but more important, they are threatening you. Now this is a legal thing. This is something you actually should go to authorities with. So what do you do if this happens to you? Let's make it simple, okay? Because I don't want to go on and on, but these are simple things. Tell somebody you trust. Tell somebody you trust everything. Don't feel bad, don't feel shamed, don't feel humiliated as any more than you have to, or embarrassed. You are not stupid for falling for this. These people are good. That's why it's so hard to shut them down. They have whole rings of people. Yes, you are being threatened, and so it is a criminal offense, and it's important you advocate for yourself and you take it seriously. Block this person online. This is an abuser. And I don't care what they shared with you about their past life, their hard luck, whatever it was, block them and block every possible resource they could come into you. Take screenshots of any chats you had with them. Anytime you can, when you go to authorities or anyone else to prove something, they're going to need a lot of evidence. Have screenshots. The more screenshots you have, the more actual conversations you can give someone else, the better it's going to be in helping you. Report it to the website or app you're using. Let's say you're on eHarmony, report it to them. Or Bumble, report it to them. No matter what the app, they are looking for these people. They want to shut them down. They can't shut them down without your help. So it's important, whatever you're on, and even if it was one that didn't have a good reputation, it's okay. We all make mistakes. It's important now that you advocate for yourself and start trying to be part of the good side that brings these people down so they can't hurt or harm others. And how to report any kind of sextortion. I think the number one thing is that you won't get into trouble if you report it. It's so important that you understand that. Even if you're a kid, your parents may get mad when they find out, but overall, anybody that knows you're trying to stay safe and stop this from hurting other people, they're going to be on your side and try to help you. Never pay these people. If you already paid, make that clear to whoever you confide in, but don't, from this point forward, do not pay them anything. Stop all contact. Like I said, no more contact. No matter what, do not answer. Even if they send you a text and say, if you don't answer, I'm going to kill you, tell the authorities that, take a screenshot of that, but do not allow them, do not talk to them, do not allow that to come through. Do report it. Everything you have witnessed so far, report it. It's really going to be good for you. It's advocating for yourself, but more than that, it's going to help probably hundreds of others who fell or are falling into the same thing you did. And remember, it's not your fault. These people have skills beyond anything you can imagine. There's usually more than one of them working together. So just stop whatever happened and don't evaluate, don't judge yourself negatively. There will be time for that after you get all of the front work done so the authorities can start working on them. I've seen this happen. I've had clients where this has happened, and it has the potential to ruin your life. And if you're in a solid relationship since that time, they will bring it back and they will try to haunt you with it. You don't need that. You don't deserve it. And it's not what we should do, because it's going to continue hurting others. If this video is helpful to you, please subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you. You have my heart.